I hope you guys can see me just a little bit with the lights on here inside my car here. Before I actually begin this particular video, and you may notice that this is only a 30-minute plus video. There's actually more than that because, well, 10 to 15 minutes prior to the beginning of this panel, I thought my camcorder was recording this panel, but I forgot to press the record on my camcorder until maybe 10 to 15 minutes too late at the beginning of the panel. So you miss out on a few things at the beginning of the panel. Like I said, I didn't realize I didn't record until like 10 to 15 minutes too late. You missed out the cast and the characters they voiced in. The gameplay itself changed the UI and anything. As a matter of fact, NIS America did not actually have that video ready, so they bypassed it. Now you can check out the other videos on their YouTube channel, and a few laughs here and there and all that. But there's actually one particular moment that we got a lot of laugh on, including the audience of the panel. For those who have been there, I know I did too. Erica Lindbeck, who voices Vita in Trails of Cold Steel 3, pretty much decided to unknowingly, spoil her character or spoil the game. I'm not sure. I kind of forgot already. It's only like maybe a couple of days prior to me editing this video. But she pretty much, I think she pretty much spoiled her character. So we got a tons of laughter on that one. But the rest of the panel, it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. So yeah, you missed out 10 to 15 minutes on the beginning of the Trails of Cold Steel voice actor panel. That's what it's called, with the English cast. So this is the reason why you're seeing this as a 35 plus minute video instead of the 45 video that normally would. And like I said before, I didn't realize I didn't press the record button on my camcorder until like 10 to 15 minutes into that panel. So yeah, you missed that on the beginning part, but the rest of the way it's smooth sailing. So that's about it. That's the explanation why you missed on the first part of the Trails of Cold Steel 3 panel for the voice actors, if you will. So on that note, enjoy the rest of the video, and particularly on this panel. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, if you like the videos here, comment, like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at AnimeGamer75 and on Facebook at RAPAnimeGamer75. Enjoy the rest of this video for this particular panel for Anime Expo 2019. Take care. God bless. See ya.
Let's get on.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
So the first one will be, how much do you personally relate to your character? What do you like and dislike about your character? So actually, if we can start from the reverse end this time, from the far end.
No spoiler.
Yeah, that is so...
Spoiler, no spoiling.
I think that Vita is a really sweet person. There's really no negatives to her at all. And I feel that also is me. Everyone just loves me. And everything I do and everything I say. And I'm not a polarizing person. And I think that Vita is very much the same way. She's very, like, what you see is what you get, you know?
Right.
So that's all I'll say on that. I love Sarah. I love Sarah so much. And what I love about her is she's like, hey, you want to learn something? Go ahead, give it a shot. She's like, here, if you survive, you pass. Sweet. Because I'm very much like, I only learn by doing things. So like, I really like that way of like teaching. And like, aside from the fact that like maybe she puts in like a little bit of danger from time to time, and like maybe she drinks a little too much, and like maybe she's like a little too much arena in her life, like a little too much. I mean, she's like, I love her. I feel like who here wouldn't want to be in her class? Right? Who wants to be in her class? Right? You'd be like, that'd be very much like, how she feels about someone is like completely apparent the moment they walk into the room, and she doesn't make any apologies, and I accidentally have that power. Because if I don't like someone, I have a real inability to hide it. I just try to like stay away and not like look in their direction because like it's uncomfortable for the people around me that I don't like someone in the room. So I just try to be honest and straightforward. Anyway, so I love her. There's nothing I dislike about her.
Some of the most fun sessions we have ever had. Putting Carrie and I in a room together is ridiculous, and we're lucky to.
I like to make the producers blush.
Yes.
I like how you said she tells her students to give it a shot, whereas I feel with Sarah, she'd be like, you want to learn something? Give me a shot.
Right. Sessions with Carrie are always something she really does. She finds out that comfort level of the producers. My comfort level with her is there's no making me blush with her, but she will find out the comfort level of the producers and just push it like right there, and I can hear them like whimper behind me.
Like they can't say anything because they cast me. You know what I mean? Like they knew what they were getting into. You know?
Was that appropriate? Were we rolling? Did we get that on tape? So Aurelia, I just have to say, I love strong female characters because I don't think as females in anime a lot of times that we get credit, A, for being over 25. So she's the most experienced person, she's the oldest, she's super strong, she's a lawyer, she's a detective, she's a top whatever. She's 22.
What?
Wait, what? I'm dead in anime years. Like, so I love it when I can finally get a character who's maybe a teeny bit over 25 and actually still alive, and is just strong and confident and knows who she is and takes care of situations, because I don't think, a lot of times we get the, you're like, oh. So that's what I love about her. I love that. I love seeing games where we have really strong women represented, because I think a lot of times we're just like fluff on the side, like we're the cupcake on the side. So I love that about this game, and I love that about my character.
I kind of already alluded to the fact that I was in the military, but if Kurt reminds me of a younger version of myself, like right when I had just gotten commissioned as an officer, and it was like, I was so uptight that my butt squeaked when I walked in. And like Kurt reminds me of that, where like everything's just
That's what that is in the booth?
That's what it is, every time. Tags, sorry. And it's just like, everything was so serious, and he didn't have time for like anybody else's like fun. Or I didn't like no laughing aloud. So it was like, that was like an older version of me. So do I personally relate to my character? Yeah. What do I like that about him, that he can like get stuff done. But like throughout the game, he has a nice character arc where he does learn to laugh a little bit and have a little bit of fun. So that's what I like about Kurt. His butt does not squeak when he plays. That's a DLC. He didn't dub that? Yeah, that's the DLC.
Oh, I can't wait to direct that.
Let's see. There's three things I really like about Randy. He's pretty good looking, and two, it's rare in like anime style stuff. You get to go into your base when you're like doing a male character. Most of the time it's like, look up here, and you're like squeaking and stuff as you're yelling. But no, I had like lower, do it more.
What's squeaking on that table?
Yeah. But and he's like an older brother kind of guy, and I'm an older brother to two of my younger siblings, and I really felt a lot of that, I guess, paternal care towards the class. That's like he's like a dad. He's like a big dad. Like to keep herd your cats. But and what I dislike, he's kind of aloof sometimes, and if Randy applied himself, man, he could go far. But that's about it.
As someone who also owns a 10-story tall sentient robot.
What's the insurance like on that?
Whenever they ask for the payment, I just send the robot. They don't call after that. Reen is
really interesting because he's equal parts things that I identify with and things that I aspire to be. He can be a bit dense at times, but he always means well. And even though he can get a bit convoluted in his anime speeches, he really does look out. He does, okay? I'm pretty sure the Goku versus Frieza fight took less time.
I remember.
But he means well, and he looks out for the best in everyone, and he finds everyone's unique strengths and knows how to lift them up and get them to work together. And that's something that I like to think that I'm pretty good at, where I can point out what people are really good at, and I'm also good at giving advice if they have troubles. And a lot of people feel like if they need to vent or if they have questions or need advice, that they can come to me and feel comfortable. And that's something that I really identified. Stuff that I aspire to, I'd like to be more confident. I'd like to have a better general knowledge of situations that I'm dealing with. So it's been a nice learning process. The longer that I've played Reen, the more about him I get to learn, the more comfortable I get. It's a nice amount of give and take. As for what I like and dislike, I like that he's the undisputed head pat champion of the last decade. He is so incredibly dense, though. Elisa could come up in like a swimsuit and be like, "Hey, Reen, want to go spar at the beach?" And he'd grab his touch and be like, "Yeah, Sarah will really lay into us if we don't pass that fighting class tomorrow." I have no idea, so, just like my marriage, so. I told her before this panel, I said, just speak after me and you'll sound better no matter what.
Well, I absolutely adore Milliam. She is like, I love her immensely. She kind of reminds me of like miniature me, like when I was actually like 5, even though she's 15. Like, her personality is a lot like I was when I was little, hugging random people, wanting to be friends with everybody, and not understanding what's going on, really, like just being happy all the time. I really relate to her now because she has a lot of witty, like, one-liners, and I love puns, and so I really just like her kind of cheeky attitude. I don't think there's anything I dislike about her, just that her cosplay is really difficult, so I don't know if I could do that. So one thing I do want to say is that when I got the audition for the character, I was like, yes, I'm so excited. And then when I went into the booth, when Val was telling me, okay, we're going to mess around with the voice, and so you do this, and your chest voice and your nasal voice, I kind of said under my breath, oh no. Because I was like really nervous, but I don't know if you heard that. But now you know.
I think everybody the first time they come in, and I don't know what this is, but every time they come in to work with me for the first time, I get like the first 10 or 15 minutes, and it's got a little of this underneath it a little bit. And then they kind of settle in, and they realize that I'm not an evil queen, and I'm not.
You live in a castle.
But I realize that in anime years, I am evil queen old at this point.
Traps to get to the bathroom.
And the vicious attack dogs. Don't forget the vicious attack fluffies. No, but you settle in, and then once you kind of find it, and you get out of your actor brain, which is the, oh God, I'm not gonna good, they're gonna fire me. Once you can kick that guy out of your head and sort of settle into what you're doing, I find that you guys, like, you find it. And I'm just there to sort of guide the ship a little bit. Like, you know where we're on vacation, we're all on the ship together, we know where we're going, and if you start to veer off course, I'm there to go, no, back, okay. And that's all I'm there to do. I'm like, the ship all works because all of us are on it. But I'm just there to sort of help nudge us back into place when we need it. And once you guys get it, then I take you back to the top of the script at the very end of your session, and you pick up those first 15 minutes like that, and it's locked in. And you killed it. You killed it. And I didn't bite your head off.
She did give me a run for my money in terms of like energy, like, because you have to be like really excited all the time for like 3 hours and you can't take a break. But it was really fun.
So I'm gonna break the trend. I'm nothing like Machias. I didn't grow up like he did. I don't have a shotgun. What don't I like about him? he has a very antiquated sense of what women should be in the first game. And he eventually overcomes that because we recorded the first scene that went, Val, is this like actually happening? Is this actually? He's like, are we sure we should let the ladies go off by themselves? I'm like, Marcus, no! And I've been streaming the game with a buddy, so now he has a nickname. He's like, Edward, he respects women, Bosco. I'm like, no, it's the character, come on, guys. I know. So we're nothing alike. What I love about him is that he gets over that. And the one thing that we do have in common is I'm not a fan of people who take advantage of others to make money. So his view on nobles, as extreme as it might be, to certain extents we have similar regards in that I don't like people who just make money and don't try to give back and help other people. I'm really big on that. So I'm with Machias on that.
Oh boy, the battle cry! No escape!
Oh.
I'm standing for this one. You guys.
Oh!
We're starting at that end, right?
This one, it doesn't necessarily have to be like what your character says.
I got this.
I'd like to say it back.
I got it.
Yeah. Let's
Hold the beer!
I don't have to do a battle cry because I listened to all of them. For me to remember one would be impossible.
John?
I do it.
Yo, go.
My favorite that's not mine is when guys goes, Mo wind!
Oh, the amount of wind jokes that went on in the booth. There were times we had to stop recording.
How many people have played Cold Steel 2? Termination slash die!
I'm just gonna do. Is this on? Can you hear me?
Yes.
They turned you off after the spoiler.
After that first spoiler. You guys, I'm not going to do a line of my dialogue, but I will in fact do, I don't know if you guys know a man by the name of McBurn. I heard some of his lines. My good friend Max Middleman voices him. And I remember hearing, like, I was like shocked. I was like, take me to the fainting couch, get me my smelling salts, like after I heard his lines, because Max never does characters like that. They're like, oh, growly, like, yeah. So there's one line.
Crazy sexy when he does those.
I know! And Max is not sexy. Max is not. His voice in those characters.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Who is that?
Carrie.
There's a child on this panel!
Excuse me, Jack, cover your ears, Jack.
I'm just saying, I would know. Yeah, I was listening to it. I was like, is that Max? After every line, I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? That's Max? And there was one line where I believe that McBurn literally just goes, let's see how hot you can make me. And I was like, pretty hot, man.
Yeah, we stopped recording for a while after that. Right? Halfway through the line and bust up laughing, and then we'd all bust up laughing. Pretty soon, all of us in the booth were like hiding behind the monitors so they couldn't see us, so none of us made eye contact.
This has become a sliding scale of
Yeah.
purity. Everyone over here is just like, what are you talking about?
Sean, there is no purity on this
I want that as
sorry.
my ringtone. Like, wow.
I can arrange that.
So the game hasn't come out in English yet, right?
Right.
Not yet.
Nobody here knows what my battle cries are.
Right, so you should make one up.
Say anything
Make
right now
one
in a
up.
loud voice.
Yeah, make one up.
Like,
It doesn't have to be an actual
Yeah, make it
from
up.
the game. I mean, just for, I don't actually say hold my beer. Like that was just me just doing that.
Yeah.
So you can, you know.
Although I would have believed that as a battle cry.
I mean, really? Why is it? Why is it?
Wait. Sorry, I forgot where I was for a second.
Our sound guy is on these microphones going, oh my gosh.
All right, if I had a battle cry, I don't know, it'd be, I'm gonna kick your ass and study books, and I left them at home!
You could just do squeaky butt.
Game over.
Michelle, how about you?
That's the end of my career, guys. It was great. That's his end game move.
I had no idea what this character did, like what Randy did until I got cast. So I was like, oh crap, I better do some research. So I went and looked up and I realized that he's in like a bunch of other of the games and he just hadn't gotten a voice yet. So, and then I had looked up like his weapons and his S-crafts, and I looked at a few YouTube videos, and he says Berserker, I think? It's like, I understand the Japanese. I think he doesn't say it in this game, I don't think. He says it in the next one, but he doesn't say it in this game, but I will say Berserker.
Yeah!
Berserker!
Turn on A-OK.
Anyone else would like to?
No, that's
Yeah, Michelle, go ahead.
The one that I remember is, let's go, Lenny!
All right, so moving on, we have.
for the.
For the sake of time, we've got to move on a bit.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I want to voice Reed, I'm not gonna lie.
I want to do Milliam. She's so cute. She's so different from me.
My second choice was Ash Carbide.
I want to be
We're
the
all
squeaky
answering
butt.
anyway. She's like, we need
Yeah.
to move on for time. And then we're
I would
like,
also accept your
yeah,
six. Ben, why aren't you here? The furry's got him, sorry.
I would voice Vita, and what most people don't know is that when we were recording the game, we couldn't find a Vita. So I actually did all the temp voice for Vita until we could find a Vita. So I would go back and do Vita, but the
Sony
producer
canceled
was
them,
like,
they don't
"You
make
can't
it."
be Vita."
Her name is Vita, the console is also called Vita.
But then we found our perfect Vita, and that was that.
Sorry for bullying you back in this conversation.
No worries at all.
Like,
All right, so next up we actually have lines from the game. So if you'd like, each of you to read your line in your character's voice, that'd be great. All right, so first up.
cold reads, guys, cold reads. Are you ready?
Cold steel reads.
And if you don't do it right, I'm going to make you do it again.
All right, so next up is Sarah.
Oh.
Wireless mic.
wow. Look at you, you're so tall. You really turned into a man.
Why did she go first?
I think we need a second take on that.
This time with feeling, okay?
So actually, speaking of second, we have Makias up next.
Have him do that line.
Oh, hey, look, stuff that people on this panel didn't do. I'm sorry. Well, as fully grown members of society and working professionals, we should be in the habit of arriving 10 minutes early.
Who's next?
10 minutes early is on time, and on time is late.
Alright, so next up we have Vita.
Oh.
So actually, now that the cat's out of the bag, so the first one. Yeah, so the first one is as Vita, and then the second is Misty.
Okay, well they were gonna spill the beans anyway. I
They were NDA.
Wait, is that Roman numerals for 7?
Yes.
Great. I knew that. I just want to make sure you guys knew.
Oh, God, we got it.
The new Class 7. It seems like they've begun. The lino flowers have been scattered to the winds, and the weather has been just right these past few days.
I love how you do your line, you still look to me, you're like, is that Lino?
Literally, I'm really so used to going, is that okay? Is that okay, Val? Did I do okay?
Alright, next up we have Kurt.
Hey. That's what it says on the screen. This is one of my hometowns, and I shall put both my blades and my family's name on the line to defend it.
I know you can put those blades. Let's see how hot you can make me.
This was a PG-13 panel.
Alright, next up we have William.
Hello? Milliam Tareen. Come in, Reen. Come on. What are you zoning out for?
Next up we have Randolph. It's a bit of a long one here.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, oh here we go.
Speaking of, which one of those lovely ladies is your main squeak? Is it the blonde one? The blue-haired swordsman? Oh, the one with the glasses. Don't tell me it's that cute little fairy. Blue-haired swordsman?
Alright, next up we have Aurelia.
He's laughing. Okay, glasses, alright.
And lest we forget the obvious, this is a war, and you are my enemy. I would bend to you my will regardless.
Last but not least, we have Bree.
What do we have? Come on.
Attention everyone. There will come a time when you guys will need to decide how you're going to move forward as a class. And I plan to give you all the support I can until that time comes.
As you can tell, none of us had any fun doing our jobs.
Nope.
Nope, we need to lighten up. See?
Alright, so following up, we have a few more, I guess, more lighthearted questions. So, we are trying to win Mishi's heart right here. Little animations.
We all dance.
So, in this contest, everyone's a winner, but you know, there can be one on top.
I'm ready, Trebek, let's go.
We should work as a class.
So for the sake of time, we have 3 questions. So I'm thinking of splitting it up between the 3 tables. So one table can answer one question. Team effort, guys. Okay. First one. So if you could have a second S-craft, what would it be? And why?
Which table starts?
Who wants to take this one?
Maybe I'll look at them. Start it down there.
All right, we'll start it, fine.
Okay, first table.
S-Craft 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Make one up right now.
Maybe my S-craft would be to know what to say in situations.
Would be amazing, sweetie.
I think my S-craft would be finding a perfect home for every homeless cat.
Well, that's for your S-craft. You really cats. All right. If I be so I'm a wrestling fan. So some of you might know this. Machias would shoot somebody in the stomach. He would put down his shotgun. He would run off. He would RKO somebody. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
This is great.
All right, awesome. Thank you, table number 1.
Table number
So, second question. Describe your ideal date in Arabonia.
Oh!
So, table number 2, let's go.
Do it at the end.
The ladies will take this one. Ideal day in Arabonia would basically, what?
Drinks.
Oh, yeah, who's that hot dad character? That's my thing.
Can we say that? Is that?
No, just kidding. All right, so it would be an imaginary, not real silver fox that doesn't exist. I mean, my ideal day is 100% going to be, is going to just be at the tavern drinking him under the table. You know what I mean? If for Sarah.
Who's Sarah
For-
gonna take?
for-
Her ideal date, not the ideal date.
Oh, no, like the ideal date. Meaning like the date.
Like who?
Oh, who? What?
Listen, it would just be me seeing how hot I can make McBurn. Anywhere, anytime. All the time. Anytime.
I think it's
I thought you were talking about
Sarah
just.
and Aurelia.
I thought you were. I thought
Right?
you were saying we were describing the date, the actual date, like going bowling.
You were just thinking.
You mean
about
like the
drinking.
person? Well, my ideal date would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's who I would take out.
Rated T for teen.
Oh my gosh.
Love him.
Oh man.
I broke Val. I'm sorry. I broke her. I should have sat next to her. I'm
You
sorry.
don't put the three of us together.
Next.
All right, last
I think
question.
the ideal hot date is Vita and Aurelia and Sarah and McBurn. I mean,
You're trying to win Nishi's heart.
she can come along. What the heck? What's the barrier?
Okay, I'm sorry. We should not have taken that question. We apologize. I thought it was a good
As soon as
idea.
you said the ladies got this, I'm like, oh, here we go.
I admit it. I admit it.
At least
I'm
we won't
so
be last
sorry.
place.
Okay, so for the last table, so Mishi gives you an enormous bag full of mira. What would you spend it on?
Ways to make McBurn.
Really good night out.
2 more swords.
Two more swords. Great.
All right, so last but not least, I'm just gonna leave it on the slide here for now.
Oh, it was a setup. You were supposed to spin the mirror on this. It was in the script.
Shameless little plug here. So this is our merch for Trails of Cold Steel 3. I'm actually wearing the hoodie right now, so. Yeah, so come check that out at our booth 3306 in South Hall. Check out this cool newsletter we got. And then last but not least, we actually have a special guest here with us today.
I think
Yeah, so we have the president of Nihon Falcon and producer of the Trail series, Mr. Toshihiro Kondo.
We are so fired. I am so sorry.
He'd like to give a special message to everyone who came today.
Can you apologize to him for our panel?
My bad.
幕番じゃなくてごめんなさい。日本パルコの近藤です。
First of all, sorry, I'm not McBurn. So fired. I don't know.
僕らがですね、日本の、ゲームの開発スタッフと英語版の千の奇跡で遊んだことがありまして、でその時に開発スタッフから一番最初に上がったゲームの感想が声が素晴らしい、キャラクターにぴったりだという意見でした。
When we first had an opportunity to play, way back when we first did Trails of Cold Steel 1, the English version of the game, and we heard everyone's voices, us and the development staff were like, this is amazing. They've done a wonderful job.
今日こうして実際に役を演じていただいた皆さんとお会いできて本当に光栄です。
I'm so honored that I have an opportunity to be here to see each and every one of you perform your roles.
10の奇跡はですね、3が今回発売になりますけれども、この後10の奇跡4も、日本ではすでに発売していますので、4の方も北米に、きちんと展開できるように僕らも努力していきますし、それから奇跡シリーズは10の奇跡の後もまだまだ続いていく予定です。10の奇跡で登場した登場人物たちも、10の奇跡が終わった後も再登場することもあるかもしれませんし、声優の皆さんにはですね、ぜひこの後もですね、10の奇跡、それから奇跡シリーズ全体を一緒に盛り上げていっていただければなと思います。ぜひよろしくお願いします。
So obviously Trails of Cold Steel 3 is about to come out here in America. As some of you may know, Trails of Cold Steel 4 is actually already out in Japan, but we definitely hope that it will come out in America as well.
Please!
And we do indeed plan to continue this series into the future, and many of the characters that are here might have opportunities to come out again in future titles. And I hope we can receive your support, and I would love to hear your voices again in the future.
今日は本当に皆さんありがとうございました。Thank you so much.
So I'd like to say thank you, Mr. Kondo, for all your hard work and passion you put into the series, and also a big thank you to the voice actors who came out to our panel today. Everyone in the audience who came out. Yeah. So that just about wraps up the panel, and then we have everyone's social media up on there. So for more information, please go to thelegendofheroes.com, and for more information about our other activities at Anime Expo, you can visit the website down there. And that's it, folks. Thank you.
That's good, yeah. Then, yeah, we're out of here.